Okay, this is a special called meeting, and we will have our regular scheduled meeting tomorrow night, Thursday at 6 p.m., and we will cover our minutes from our previous meeting at that one and take up any new business. We do just have one action item here today. This is a resolution to authorize the execution and delivery of the Series 2019 bond purchase agreement. As indicated earlier, the Development Authority met and approved this bond, and this is to replace the 2015 bond that was issued through the Development Authority that pledged and levied $1 million of tax onto your property taxes. And so we are here today to talk about the savings and the benefits for our community of being able to refinance these bonds. So we have Trey Monroe here with us today with the Stiefel Group out of Atlanta is our bond underwriter. And then Jim Woodward is our bond attorney, and they both have made the journey up today from Atlanta, so we appreciate both of y'all being here. And so at this time, I'm going to ask Trey if you'll give us an overview of what we're here to do today and the savings that we're going to see from this refinance.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Thanks for having me. We started this process, I guess, about 3 months ago, maybe two and a half months ago, looking at the potential of refunding the 2015 bonds, as the Commissioner mentioned. We've gone through a number of different processes to get to this point, the most important part probably being the assignment of a credit rating to the county's credit. There's a lot of things that go into that. When the 2015 bonds were done, the county could not be rated at that point in time, which made that financing in 2015 fairly expensive. Those 2015 bonds are outstanding now at an average rate of 5.12%. But given all of the things that have been done to sort of change course with the county's finances and some of the decisions that have been made, we've gone through that rating process, and the county was successful in getting a very good credit rating. The county's been rated A1 by Moody's Investor Service. That's about 4 notches from the highest possible rating you can achieve, which would be AAA. And so that's a real testament to the changes that have been made, and I think was even cited in the Moody's report that the pace at the turnaround is one of the things that has given them the comfort, which they're an objective third party, gave them the comfort to rate the county where it has rated it. Important to note that two of the things that go into assigning that rating are they look at trends, financial trends. And so in those categories, in terms of the progress that has been made, the county actually rated AAA for that piece of the rating. That's not the whole rating, but that's an important piece, and they rated the county's progress in that trend at AAA, which is the highest you could possibly get. That allowed us to go to market with the bonds this week. We picked a very good week. I wish I could say it was purposeful, but sometimes you just get a little bit lucky. And these are taxable bonds which trade against the U.S. Treasury, and that Treasury rate for Treasury bond has fallen a lot in the last week or 10 days, and we've just picked a really good day to price the county's bonds. We've gotten committed orders for those bonds, and the average rate on the county's new bonds will be 2.64%. So like refinancing the house, you're taking the rate from 5.12 down to 2.64, and that's going to produce over $3.9 million of savings for the county over the term of the debt, which has also been reduced. These bonds in 2015 were issued as 22-year bonds. These bonds will be fully paid off in about 13 years. So you've also shortened the amount of time that this debt will be outstanding, and that again is what contributed to us being able to produce the savings that we've talked about. The bonds will also, the county through the Development Authority will have the option to pay these bonds off if they chose, or refinance them again, what have you, after 5 years. So importantly, 5 years down the road, you can look at this all over again, and if there's more money to be saved, you can save more money, or simply write a check and get rid of them
if the ability is there.
Yeah, also another thing that's very important about this process, when this was done back in 2015, the county was under great distress financially, and as Trey mentioned, was not able to get a financial rating. And therefore, they had to utilize the Civic Center, the Ag Center, and our industrial parks and Mountain Cove Farms and use those as leverage through the Development Authority to get the deal to go through. And so this reissuance of the Series 2019 bonds will eliminate from having any liens or incumbents or any rights to those properties. Those properties will be free and clear back to Walker County. And so it will make this deal so much cleaner and easier and take those liabilities away from those properties as well. So appreciate, Trey, all the hard work that you've done in stepping us through this process. So Jim, if you want to give us an overview.
Okay, sure. So again, I'm Jim Woodward, law firm of Great Canal Woodward, the bond attorney for this transaction. And what we have presented on this agenda is a supplemental resolution of the county. This supplements a resolution that was approved on June 13th, which authorized the basic bond documents not to exceed interest rates, principal amounts, parameters for the bond transaction, and really authorized Trey and me to draft all the documents and present this to the market, which we did yesterday and locked in today. And so, so what this supplemental resolution does, it doesn't change anything from original resolution. It just basically says that we're within the parameters that were previously approved in June, and we do, the county approves these rates as Trey just presented. So this will lock in these rates from this point going forward and allow us to close on August 22nd. Again, those rates will be locked in as of today. So this resolution, that's all it does is lock in the rates. It also approves the bond purchase agreement, which is an agreement between the authority, the county, and Stiefel, the underwriter. And basically Stiefel agrees to buy the bonds from the governments based on these interest rates as well. So the underwriter will committed to buying the bonds, and they'll turn and sell them out to the marketplace. And so that's their agreement to buy them from you. So all we'll need from the commissioner is a motion and approval of the supplemental resolution as presented.
Okay. Any questions or comments about this resolution that we're going to approve today? Okay, hearing none, as we mentioned earlier, the Development Authority took this action item up as well. As part of this process, it was a unanimous vote, and as it was best said by one of the members, being Mayor Andy Arnold, this is one of those no-brainer decisions because this is saving Walker County $3.9 million plus in this reissuance and taking about 4.5 years off of the debt service. So very happy to be in a position to present this to you today as our citizens of Walker County and to bring this forward of this great news. And so, Robert, did you have anything additional to add?
No, just to reinforce what you're saying, and this is, we said at the earlier meeting today, this is economically one of the most important days we've had in our county in a long time. At least in my lifetime here, really, when you think about that impact that's real on people. It's not words from people's mouths, it's real savings, and it has a very profound and positive effect on our lives today as citizens, but more importantly, the future generations, that we don't hand them off unmanageable, crippling debt so that they can realize their dreams and continue to help Walker County flourish in the future.
Very well said. Okay, we will approve the resolution to execute this. And at this time, we will officially adjourn this meeting. And as we do at all of our meetings, we do allow any citizen to come forward and speak on any issue or topic about Walker County. We ask you to keep your comments limited to things about Walker County. We're not able to fix all of our national or international problems, which sometimes people like to talk about. We do as well, but we just need to talk about those offline. So does anyone have any items of business or discussion to bring this time before the commission meeting? All right, well, hearing none, appreciate y'all being here today. Again, it's a great day in Walker County, and we look forward to seeing you back tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock for a regular scheduled meeting. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good, guys.
Thank you.
Very good.
I'll need some
Are you gonna
signatures
actually
from you
have
guys.